Well, as you know, art comes in all forms, paintings to sculptures. In this week's Hooked on East Texas, we meet an artist bringing art to life through fishing lures.
This is called the bow spin. These are long casting spoons. You got one?
Yeah.
Nice.
There is little doubt a lure can make or break a day on the lake.
Now, I want to show you something here. You got a white bass?
Mm-hmm.
I got a hybrid.
But fishing lures go beyond the water. Consider this. They're pieces of art.
I had been collecting fishing lures since I was a kid.
These lures on display at Tyler's Museum of Art belong to Chance Dunlap. We met up with Dunlap at the museum, where he showed us how it all started.
Probably this frog here was the very first one.
Dunlap collected lures as a kid. His appreciation for old lures and love of fishing motivated him in carving his own lures.
You know, I think something about me, we just grew up making things and having access to tools, and our parents encouraged that.
Dunlap especially liked this lure. He thought he created the coolest one ever.
I think I thought I did until I went and fished with it when it just like rolled over upside down, and you know.
But you learned something from that.
I learned a lot from it.
Now, what if I told you Dunlap stopped carving lures for 20 years? He spent those years earning his master's in fine arts, but calls that goal grueling.
And you know, art goes from being like this fun thing you love to do to being this less fun process at some point. And so I think by starting to make fishing lures during that, it kind of gave me an outlet. Seeing them like this, you can't really see.
That outlet now looks like minnows with tails and implied gills. This popper with a smooth texture, feathers, and faces adds a unique aesthetic.
My lures that I make now, my Best Chance fishing lures, they're all weighted. I carve them. They have lead weights poured into them. They give them a balance, and I test them all out to make sure they'll, do something I want them to do.
Dunlap can spend 8 hours to 8 days carving, sanding, smoothing, and painting a lure. All come from the piney woods of East Texas.
The form is carved from eastern red cedar. I bought a whole truckload from a sawmill over by Ben Wheeler.
Dunlap says his lures could be a gateway into the outdoors and nature for art lovers. And it's why Tyler Museum of Art Executive Director Caleb Bell included the lures in an art exhibit celebrating Texas state parks.
And we just thought they would be a great addition to the gift shop to let the community come, enjoy, take a look at them, think about art in a functional yet really aesthetic way.
Dunlap's art extends beyond the museum walls. He's published articles in magazines that highlight lure collections, some intricate and some basic old-fashioned lures.
I'm attracted to those because I appreciate the makers of things, even if they're less refined than what you would expect from the factory.
And that brings us back to where it all started. 3 simple lures, cut from wood and carved out of the love for fishing. And to anyone who loves art and fishing, here's Dunlap's advice.
Embrace it, try to hang on to it. Somehow, out of the moves that my family made, all the changes that I made going to college and moving and getting married, that somehow I've held on to these. And there's a lot of other things that I did not, but for some reason I kept these 3 fishing lures.
You can see Best Chance lures as part of the Texas State Park art exhibit through early January.